Alright, everybody. On the garage working on a, what is this, 47 Gravely Model L. And, yep, cylinder is pretty well shot. The guy left the spark plug out. So a hole that big. You can guess what crawled in there and made a home. Oh, excuse me, not COVID. Just the absolute smell, because last year, excuse me, last year I decided to dump a ton of Marvel mystery oil in there and put a spark plug in. I don't know if the mouse that was in there was alive or dead, but the combination of the Marvel mixed with everything else that was in there that is now currently in there. Yeah. As soon as I pulled the head off, the garage was filled with probably the most pungent smell I've ever had to smell. So, it was not fun. It was not the most pleasant. We'll put it that way. Even right now, it's still not the most pleasant. I need to get that garbage can out of here. And I can hear it. There's a June bug out the side of the garage door. I hate them so frickin' much. Clumsy flight bastards. Anyway, so Model L. The biggest problem with this machine, besides that, was just the whole wouldn't turn over deal after sitting in the garage for who knows how long. So sulky with the Marvel and getting all this crap out of there. Hopefully it'll be the ticket. The cylinder does move. It did the last I checked. Yeah, it does. Sadly, it's at like bottom dead center, but it wasn't all the way. So what I'm gonna do is take my cylinder hone, dump oil in there, and kind of re-hone that cylinder, and hopefully that'll be enough to get rid of some of that rust and other junk. First things first, I'm gonna take some steel wool and just kind of get in there and clean everything out after I get rid of the rest of the mouse remnants, because there was like bones and fur and stuff from the Marvel just working on it over the winter. So yeah, hopefully that'll be fairly easy to take care of. Everything else looks pretty good on this thing. It has the external governor, which is pretty nifty. I don't know if all of them had that or not. That one doesn't. So that's a 52, but that one's got a broken camshaft on the Magneto side due to a stuck valve and somebody sticking a 12-volt go-kart starter on it. So yeah, I'm gonna get back to this, get on a fresh pair of gloves, and really kind of just dig in there and see what happens. Ugh. Alright, so now this one I'm not actually doing like a step-by-step me fixing it. It's just a quick put out some kind of content video, because I'm actually that far behind on projects where I'm just trying to get stuff done instead of making videos, which I've tried making a few, especially about the motor and the guy in that photo. I think I've attempted it like 4 or 5 times, and every time it gets, I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty emotional. So I don't know if I'm even going to get that one done, but next major video I got is like I got to get this done, get that done. I got to push mower and road until they're outside to get done. Also a couple tractors. Tonight's video brought to you in part by Mountain Dew, because I'm tired. Anyway, so as far as the Gravely here, you can see that cylinder. She ain't purty. But after a lot of work, there's a paper towel in the way. She moves. And yeah, try to limit how much I spill there. What I ended up doing was I went in it with a brass wire brush. I don't know where I put it. That was on the drill. And I put a bunch of oil in. I just kind of kept going in a spiral motion up and down, with the bristles in the relaxed position, so they're just lightly dragging across. So I went very soft with that and just kind of spiraled around up and down the walls and then back around again. Did that a few times and I got the majority of the junk off. And then I used a trick that my buddy taught me that I don't know why I didn't think of before. You gotta be real careful with it. I put a bunch of oil in there, used the cylinder hone, and with it all the way at the bottom, which luckily was already at the bottom, I went with the hone up and down just a couple times. Just a couple times, nice and easy. Spraying, because I had about an inch of oil in there, so that thing was getting really lubricated. Then I was also spraying WD-40 on top of that. So it stayed very lubricated, and it's it's not the prettiest cylinder wall. It's actually more stained than pitted. You can see some of the cross thatch that I put in there. But I'm guessing this thing will run. Magneto is giving a wonderful click. I did not check for spark yet. Because of the fact that this machine was restored before it was put in storage, I'm guessing the Magneto is good. Otherwise, I am going to be harvesting parts out of that one. So we'll just kind of see how that plays out. The other thing I'm going to try doing before I take this back, I got some random plates of aluminum. And this guy has quite a few Gravely's, and oh, luckily that gasket's not too badly torn. Put a little Permatex on there. I'm going to take a piece of aluminum and drill the holes and put that on the front, because that way he will have another block off plate. Because Gravely's, that's kind of dirty. That is actually exposed oil seal. So yeah, clean that out. It's spent some time in the shed. I don't know exactly how long it's sat at the other feller's place, but is that an aluminum block? No, maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna have to see what I can salvage of that. I don't know what happened. It froze. My bad, everybody. So, as I was saying, I'm probably gonna just reuse the original head gasket. It doesn't look like it was actually torqued down all the way. All the bolts came off really easy. So I'm just gonna do the wrong thing and wire brush it with the brass brush. Maybe hit it with a little bit of copper seal and right back on there. Oh, one thing I haven't checked. Let's see this. How bad is the underside of that cylinder head? Yeah, not terrible, but not great. And look at this fur. That's gross. So, that's pretty much where I'm going to stop that part of this video for you guys. Because now I have to get back to trying to get this thing together. So, we shall see. And look at that. There's a little piece of paper towel in there. I don't know if that was for me or the little critters. It looks chewed up. May have been for me. I was hungry earlier. Anyways, I'm just goofing off at this point. What we're going to do next is we're going to check for spark. I've not popped open the cover on the Magneto. I'm just guessing it's good. And this is the spark plug out of the other Gravely. It's currently here. Scratching a little bit. Just make sure it's into good contact. Hopefully don't snap my wrist off. Alright, let's see. Nice and slow. Of course, it's mostly sparking on the other side, but she is sparking. I have no idea what the hell that noise was. Something fell. At least I hope it was something. Oh, the spark plug fell. I couldn't see it. But I was too busy watching the drill. Alright, well, hey, there we go. We tested it. Oh, yeah, get back here. Get back here. Spark plug is still good. Perfect. Alright, what do you say we give this thing a test fire? I have oil in the cylinder. I also did dump a little extra oil in the crankcase slash chassis slash whatever the Sam hell you want to call it. Our flavor of fuel today is just going to be OOO O'Reilly Carbon Choke Cleaner, because I'm not putting gas in this thing just yet. It's just going to be the quick preliminary. Let's see if it even frickin' works firing. And you got to rotate it over till you get the pin, because it's got a little whoop-de-doo that goes on a pin. Yo. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. It's kind of late. Oh boy, she's got compression. All right. Whew. that means that there's a good chance that it'll run. So, let's see here. That's choke closed, that's open. So we're just gonna stab a little dose of that in there. And, oh, she fired for a second. I know you heard that, because I heard it. I hate these strap style wind up starters. Alright, let's give it a try. 1, 2. Hey! Alright. She's going to be a smoky son of a gun, but I'll take that. And on that note, I'm going to call it a night. Get this edited up. Whew. Pulling that thing over sucks. Especially with a bad back. I don't even have the handlebars mounted right or nothing. Sitting on a jack stand all jinkety jankety. But turns over, runs. Whew. Oh, it stinks. Whew. Who knows? Oh, well, there's Marvel Mystery Oil. There's WD-40 carb cleaner. Who knows what else is all in there. Look, oh God, it's sprayed all over the bikes. Oh, look at the Gilson. She's just coated. And this isn't even mine. This is Tom's. Nothing on the seat. A little bit on the fender. Gilson just got coated. Look at that. It's a little cannon air just all over the darn thing. Alrighty. I'm going to bed. Take care. Well, shit. Oh. She needs a little carb tuning.